The feminist movement was fighting for equal opportunity for women in education and the workforce. The sexual revolution was fighting for all sorts of sexual freedoms. We pretended that this sexual revolution was a freedom for women. It actually was not. It was actually kind of a slavery.
I completely agree, because promiscuity makes women be more alone. Us as guys, we know we're not going to wife a girl that's been ran through like a set of stairs.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
We should call it the runner revolution. That's what we should call this.
We pretended it was freedom for women. And over time, as the sexual revolution and the women's movement got identified closer and closer.
Imagine they're just carrying down picket signs like, let me get ran, let me get ran. More penis for all, more penis for all. We all want more mileage. Oh, that's really what they're begging for.
Closer together, a lot of women began to buy into that illusion.
Crazy work, bro. Abortion is freedom. Wow. Imagine a world where we think that's freedom. That's crazy.
But we can't define what a woman is. But also men can be women. And no uterus, no opinion. But also men can get pregnant. Men are oppressing us. But also, it's okay if biological men take over our spaces and our sports. Women are so over-sexualized in this culture, but it's empowering if women are the ones sexualizing themselves. Are you guys quite done yet?
Bro, I've said this before, like it's liberating when another girl tells another girl, go sell your butthole online for $4.99, girl, yay! Go do that, go sell your body. But if a guy says, you should just go sell your body, you're pretty much useless. It's like, oh my God, how dare you say that to me? It's like, but you guys are sitting here gassing each other up saying go sell your butthole online for $4.99, but I can't say go do it. Like, what?
Are you okay?
That just about sums it up.
This is my friend Brianna Robinson. You should absolutely go follow her. She's fabulous. It's incredibly hypocritical, as everything is. Modern day feminism is not consistent in the slightest. Somebody commented and said, high empathy and low IQ generally correlate with feelings over facts.
Hey, there you go. That's a good one.
I mean, that's the basis of modern day feminism.
Yeah, modern day, these women are fighting so hard just to be alone. That's what's so crazy to me. They're fighting so hard to be alone and to get ran by a bunch of men. They're fighting so hard to be in the streets. And now you ladies have gotten it. You're in the streets, and now you're mad that you're in the streets. Well, it just speaks to the level of hypergamy a lot of these women have. You just can't make them happy. Like, women grow their nails out, and then they put fake nails over those. They grow out their eyelashes, they put fake eyelashes on. They grow their hair out, they put fake hair. They color their hair. Girls with long hair want their hair short. Girls with short hair want their hair long. Girls with curly hair want their hair straight. Girls with big boobs want small boobs. Girls with small boobs want big boobs. Girls with little butts want big butts. It's like, make up your mind, dude. Us as men, we don't change a lot of that stuff. You know what we do at most? We just go get a haircut. That's it, dude. I'll go get a haircut. I don't like how long my hair is. I'll go get a haircut. I'll go get a fade. Cool, whatever. I'll go buy some new clothes. But men aren't going under the knife and doing life-altering, or I guess body-altering surgeries where you're risking your life, essentially. Like, there's girls right now dying. There's girls dying of BBLs. Got your 4th round of BBLs? How many BBLs do you need? How many butts do you realistically need? I got one, and I'm good with it, bro. But I think it's just because us as men, we're not as shallow as women are.
One is for my ladies. Let's get into it. After I graduated with my master's, this woman.
Oh, this is already off to a great start.
That I used to work with. You know who you are. She pulled me aside. She said, Sam, you're a pretty girl. When you gonna settle down and get married? I laughed. And I said, probably after I get my LCSW. She looked at me dead in my eye and said, shut the door. And so I did. She said, now look around, Sam. Look at the women my age. Look at the women who prioritize their career over family. And now they're lonely. All they have is their career. Searching for meaning in vacations and brunches. And I saw it with my own eyes. It wasn't what I wanted for myself. She said what matters to her most now is her husband, her kids, and her grandbabies. That was her legacy. Y'all, and that changed everything for me. So I say all that to say this. Ladies, stop buying the lies of culture. Family is ministry. It's your first ministry. We weren't created to fight being helpmates. That's our divine purpose. We were created to walk in it with power. Don't lose yourself trying to chase a version of success that leaves you empty. God's way still works.
Well, a lot of these women just got fed this modern day feminist lie that your job's supposed to be the most important thing in your life. And then women are getting it and they're like, all right, well, I have a great job, I have a great career, I make a lot of good money, but I still feel alone. I still feel empty. Yeah, because that stuff is pretty much meaningless. When somebody's on their deathbed, like when my grandmother was at nearing the end of her life, RIP to my grandma, What we talked about is the legacy she left behind, all the kids and the grandchildren. You'd look around the room and there's children and grandchildren. There's like 30, 40 people in one room that all came from one woman and one man. It's a beautiful thing. Same thing with my grandfather. We didn't talk about his milk route, that he was a milkman, that he was a real estate entrepreneur, that he bought and sold cars, that he went to car shows. Like, we talked about these things in passing, but what really what mattered is the impact he left on us as a grandfather and his family and his legacy. That's the stuff you're going to look back and care about. You're not going to care about all the things, the materialistic things, your job, your career, but women typically become prisoners of their own success. They go out there and chase a bag. Yeah, girl, go chase your bag. And they become so isolated because all they care about is their job, and they forget to nurture their relationships. They're nurturing their career, but the thing is, if something happens in your career, they will drop you like a bad freaking habit, dude. These jobs do not care about you. Look what happened to CEOs. Who just got fired? I think it was the CEO of Target. They just got rid of him. You're going woke, you're going broke. They got rid of him. They're already bringing somebody else in. They don't care. Companies do not have loyalty, and they do not care about your legacy. It's up to you to care about that stuff. Family trumps all. In chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Family is the most important thing we have in life. Your job comes and goes like the wind, bro.
And she says, Patrick, this is very hard for me to say this. And let me tell you why it's very hard. I said, what's that? She says, ever since in high school, I wanted to prove to men that I can beat them. So when I graduated high school and college...
Baby girl, you can come over here and beat it all you want. Just beat it, beat it, beat it.
I opened up my salon. We do very well. I've made millions of dollars. My people and my work that work at the salon, they do very well for themselves. I drive a nice car. I have a nice house. I have money. I have millions. I don't worry about any of that stuff. You know what decision I made last night? I said, what's that? She says, I want a husband. I no longer want to compete with men. I need them. And I'm like, what? She's saying this in front of 2,000 people with her sister sitting right next to her. Wow. And now she's getting emotional. How many 65-year-old women do we have to hear saying that I marched with the feminist movement and I bought into the fact that men are the enemy? I've never been married. I'm alone and I'm miserable, and I wish I would have never bought into that philosophy.
Bro, well, the thing is, a lot of these women, they don't trust it. They don't trust it. They don't believe it. And they're like, you know what? These women don't know what they're talking about. This is why I say, I brought this up a couple episodes ago, where older men see themselves in younger men. Older men see themselves in younger men. I always got to make sure I say this right. But then older women see themselves as younger women. So they're like, I can still compete with her. I know I'm 50 and wrinkly and everything's sagging to the floor and I look like a melted candle. But I still look good. I still look as good as I did in my 20s. That's why we see a lot of these delusional 304s that think as they get older, they age like a fine wine. You age like yogurt left out in the desert in July in Texas. In West Texas, in the plains of West Texas, when it gets 105 degrees, that's what you look like, yogurt. You don't age well. Men, we age like a fine wine. That's what we do. We age very well. I mean, look at Brad Pitt. He's in his 60s. Look at some of these older actresses that are in their 60s. Boy, howdy, it is a sight for sore eyes, brother. It is quite sad. Let's get into this clip of the Whatever podcast. This is a good one.
Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
The Lulu.
10.
10.
10.
Whole bunch of mid call themselves 10s.
Like a 6.
There we go.
I was going to say like a 7, maybe 8.
That dude, he's a good looking guy. I'd give him an 8.
I give myself like 6.
See, I'm right there with Brian. I'm a 6 all day.
6.9 on a good day. Okay, so but 10? 10? Really? It's a bit of hubris, a little bit, don't you think? I mean,
It's confident, not cocky.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Confident, not cocky. What about delusional?
if you view yourself as a 10, then surely you must deserve a 10. So if you have a bunch of women who think they're 10, one of the problems in the dating marketplace is people don't have a reasonable self-assessment of their own attractiveness, and thus their standards are, they're not going to be able to secure the type of partner that they're going after if they think they're a 10. No offense, guys.
Okay,
I'm
partner.
I
disagree.
I'm getting death stares.
Of course, your big back butt does.
Big back.
It's just the hoflation, chat. The hoflation where women that are mid think they're 10s. It's crazy work. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.